What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, ReadOptionAgency.com, Urban-Picker.com, 24 years selling full-time on eBay. And it's Monday morning. We're going on 9 a.m. I want to knock these numbers out real quick, see what I did last week. And so I can get to work. Working. So, if everything is normal here, I should be coming out of this bowl today. As you can see, I've been having these bowl days. So I should be coming out of that today. So hopefully today should be about somewhere in the $500 to $600 neighborhood. It's pretty bad if you can guess what your sales are going to be by the graph of your eBay store and the constant repetitive nature of it. But yeah, so we'll see if that matches or not. Last week, we're gonna go over here to the clothing store first. So we're going the 1st through the 7th. We generate. All right. I figured it wasn't going to be pretty. $1,725. Down 21.6%. Ooh. Again, don't pay attention to the net sales because it's the first of the month, so I had the $300 taken out, which will dilute over the rest of the month. So that's going to be a little high. Plus, I think wasn't all the shipping from the 31st and the 30th was done on the 1st, right? Because we had the Labor Day, the holiday. So that number is really skewed right now. 93 items sold, which is down 36%. And I've just been having days over here with nothing. Just feels so draining. Like this store feels like how my 24-year-old's account felt for like 3 years. That's what this store is starting to feel like and has been for probably about 3 weeks now. It's felt like that. It's just not getting no views, no attention, very little sales with 20,000 items. So it feels like how my other one felt for 3 years. So I have no answers on that one. Average sale price per item, $18.55. That's up 22.3%. It's probably the only number that is up, surprisingly. Top 5 items, categories sold. We got NCAA coming in at number 5 at $55, down 37%. Women's shoes, $63.27. That's up 215%. MLB, $87.43. That's down 55%. One of the big reasons that's down is because I've been putting the hats, Major League Baseball hats, just straight into hats category instead of separating them. Might change that in the future, but number 2, men's t-shirts, $131, down 20%, and of course men's hats, number 1, still made it over $1,000. I think the hats, I was doing like 10 a day, so hats were still doing pretty good, except for like one day I had none, so which was odd. But $1,006, down 11.1%. So everything's pretty much down, except women's shoes, but that's probably only the sale of 1 or 2 shoes. That's why it's up. So, yeah, so we're stinking badly over here. Let's see. If I'm looking at this, it's probably going to be down because of that big weekend last weekend. I was going to say it's up from the middle of the week, but that weekend was pretty strong. So it might be down a tad. We're going the 1st through the 7th. International. Yeah. $3,162, down 5.4%. 3162.03, down 5.4. Again, net sales don't matter right now. Quantity sold 249 items, down 14%. That's really down. That's taken my average to like 1,000 items a month. That's down like 500 items. But again, also, I changed my percentage. I changed the sale on top of it at the beginning of August. It just kind of stinks that we're still going down, except for the average sale price per item, $12.70, up 10%. Divide by 7, so that's an average of $698 a day. So not even at the $700 mark last week. So, boo. Top 5 categories. Other formats coming in at number 5, which is usually 8 tracks, $112. That's up 53.6%. DVDs and Blu-rays take a drop, down to number 4 this week, $140. That's down 50%. Vinyl records coming in at number 3, $273. That's down 29%. Cassette tapes coming in at number 2, $861. That's down 10%. And we got music CDs, number 1, $1,464, up 16%. So CDs, the only thing up over here. So biggity bam. Boo. Boo, 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 boo. What you gonna do when dealing with eBay? Just gotta keep listing. Yeah, my 90-day number is dropped by 200. So you can tell we're going into the wrong direction going into the fourth quarter. Some of the items that have sold. Of course, your typical media over here. I like that I'm getting the new stuff selling at the full price. One thing I did do a little differently is on my other category. So I use the other category for uploading all my new arrival stuff with List Easier. And no sales. But I was running it with no promotions, but I turned promoted on at like 4%. Like I've never used something so low because I'm running 7 and 11, depending on the price point. So I just put it on at 4 just to see if it would spark anything extra. And I used that all week and it really hasn't sparked anything extra. So maybe I go back in and just turn that back off and take that 4% and put it back in my pocket. But these are items that would have sold from that full price, not on sale yet, recently listed. So today, all I'm going to be doing is taking more pictures to fill my shelving units. And I took the weekend off from listing so I could get a good amount of stuff on my shelving to run through List Easier and get it listed. So I'll start my project again today, going down, grabbing boxes, relisting all my old stuff with List Easier with AI while topping off boxes and stuff with the items behind me. So that will be today. Well, today going forward, that's the way it's going to be until that project's done. But the way I'm kind of doing it now, if you didn't see yesterday's video, is no matter what the item is, I'm bringing the box or bag in, tote, that's of items not listed yet, right? And I'm just taking the picture. I'm not sorting it. I'm just taking the picture for everything that's in there. I'm sorting it on the table if there's like items that match within that bag, whether it's like men's hats, women's hats. If there's 2 pairs of women's jeans, if there's 2 of the same type of things, I'll set those together. But that bag, that box, that tote goes onto this table and immediately gets pictured. And then I do the separation. And then I have folders on my computer, cassette, CD, DVDs, hats, jackets, tops, bottoms, toys, sweatshirts, vinyl, shoes. So then all I have to do is, if I've got a spot that I want to fill with CDs, all I have to do is click into my folder, and I got some CDs in GC33, which would be my glass cube, right here. And then I've got some in audio CDs, audiobooks in GC45, which is over here. So then all I have to do is click on it, pull these items into List Easier, have List Easier create the listing for me. I top off the box and we're good to go. So that's what I'm creating behind me. And I like it so far. It's working really well. I like not being totally bombarded with stuff behind me that's just sitting there doing nothing. That's just waiting for me to touch it, where this stuff's already been picture taken, separated, and all I have to do is run it through List Easier. So it kind of gives it a better, fresh feeling, if you will, with me. Knowing it's just not stuff waiting for me to totally tackle 100%. All I have to do is grab it, put it in a box, and create the listing. So with AI, so it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Sweatshirts. So G8, Glass Cube 8, it's got some women's sweatshirts in it. Well, actually just one right now. And GC17's got some men's sweatshirts in it. So if I've got room in a box to put some sweatshirts, then I know exactly where to get them, throw them through the List Easier, and I'm done. So I like it. I like it. So I haven't done that part yet since I've been taking pictures all weekend, but I'm excited to really get that whole thing flowing. It feels like it's given me a structure from beginning to end that I never really had before. Almost like the process has been so streamlined that it just makes it fun. And maybe that's just because it's new and that's why it's fun. We'll see how I feel in a month from now. But as of right now, I'm loving it. Da, 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 da. Loving it. So nothing special. Oh, excuse me. Over here, just your typical media stuff. Had a decent amount of vinyl sell this weekend. Picture of Stonehenge. Yeah, just that won't matter there. I'm trying to think of if there's something I'm forgetting here. Let's jump up here. See some of the items I've sold over here. Girl's dress, some Kobe sneakers. Of course, the hats. Nice Nautica jacket. So now that I've got this whole process totally set up now, I mean, I can't wait to see how my average listed per day starts, how it's generated. Because, I'm only going to be able to list what I've got pictures for, basically, right? Like how many items are behind me? Can I knock all these out in one day? On top of doing my project downstairs where I'm re-skewing everything and topping everything off and ending and relisting those items on top of it. So that would be kind of a measuring day to day to see how much of this I go through in one day while doing that project. And that'll kind of give me a feel on, if like I have to take the weekends off of listing just to take pictures to keep this stocked up, if you will, type of thing. So that's not 100% figured out yet exactly, but we shall see. And then stuff too, like when I'm going through the old boxes, the items I pull out that are not listed anymore, I'm gonna go ahead and get those pictured and get those set up in their proper spot also. So yep, that's where I am. All right, so that's my numbers. Not even $700 a day last week. Boo, boo, boo. But it was another week of problems. Not as many as the week before, even though we're down from the week before. At least problems I've encountered, they weren't as great as the week before. But still wasn't a pretty week at all. So hopefully we'll have some better week. Hopefully this week will be a lot better. So, all right, I'm just mumbling now. I need to get back to work. All right. Thanks, everybody. I will see you all in the next video. Later.